Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mastercon. Welcome back to V-Rally 4, where you never guess what we're going to be doing. We're going to be heading to China, Romania, and Mount Rainier for some hill climbing. So we are revving it up. 4 minutes 16.5 to beat here in China, in our Norma. Unfortunately, it's a twisty circuit. Not many long stretches like that at the start. So we'll see how good this car is. Really is. But I don't expect to do well here, but Romania, and you've already been around Mount Rainier with this car as well. Bloody hell, I've forgotten how twisty it was. And how much of a nightmare it is here. So definitely not going to win now. Especially when we go into corners like that a bit early. Because how responsive this car is. I'm having to turn out of every corner, done it again. So I've got to adjust for that. Turn in a bit later. So go fast stretch and breathe the legs of this Norma. 20.6 down. We're not that bad, were we? I know it was bad, but 20 seconds bad? Seems a bit harsh. Let's see if we can make it up though, down the hill. So again, a bit like Mount Rainier, that's kind of the harshest point, or Romania as well. And it should get a bit easier to go downhill. Bloody hell, it's tight around here. Just let the car slide. Don't be turning, just let the car slide. Don't need to steer that much. Especially when you're grazing concrete and bowls like that. It's just 22.7 down. Now the Norma is actually our weakest hill climb car I've ever seen. It's got performance of 353 apparently. And the Mitsubishi is our best at 423. So it's a big difference. Got the Suzuki around 410. Actually, no, it's the BMW which is the best at 433. Mitsubishi at 429 or something like that, 423. And the Paris, as I said last time, is around just over 360. Or just under 360. No, just over it. I'm not sure I've been going down the gears enough on this thing. We're giving it too high gear and not taking advantage of some of the torque we have. It's a 29 seconds down now. Bloody hell. China's not being kind to us. So China's probably the one I remember the least as well. Compared to Mount Rainier in Romania, like the layout, so still got lots of learning to do around here. Get too distracted by the needles everywhere and the helicopter's hovering for no reason. So you go and unleash the Norma a bit. Only got 5 gears, I think. So go tactical use, the concrete. So did gain a bit there with that flat out stretch. Now remember this being quite flat out as well. We'll go through the tunnel or scrape the tunnel. We didn't even need to brake there. That's your way down. Cannot believe that round here. 25 seconds. We weren't that bad, sure. We were down in 15th. Got barely no points scored in the championship or whatever this is, the events. Let's see if we can do better in Romania, I think's next. Obviously, we hit the concrete, the walls, the poles quite a lot. Barely any damage on this thing. As we've got to beat just over 7 minutes. And we've got the full Romania experience here. And that's a good start. So remember, we've got to use the lower gears a bit more. I think that's the main difference. So we know we can do well Mount Rainier. There's hello cheering crowds. So that's a really good round here. We normally are quite good round here. Oh, that's a bit wide. Just saved it though. And there's another corner like that going downhill as well we've got to watch out for. Once again, a bit too cautious into the corners. At least this car's got a bit more sound to it, so it's not like the Paris where it feels like we're incredibly cautious. No, as I say, around Mount Rainier I was a bit cautious. Wasn't sure about the capabilities of this car, but definitely very quick in a straight line. Apart from that though, got some discovering to do. So to be very strong too, I keep hitting these barriers. Doesn't seem to have damaged it at all. Go flat out. There you go, get it down another gear. Because they're just hovering there. They did not sound good. Also, I read the stability thing wrong, I think. The Paris is meant to be actually a lot more stable than this car. So, we'll discover that around there. Because they're breaking very deep into some corners. Because I didn't realise how tight that corner was until we went through it. We're getting cheered on, but I don't think we're doing that well at the moment. Been quite a few corners where I haven't braked well. We're 7 seconds up apparently. I think that's a bit generous. It's kind of like anti-China, like where we're driving a bit better than we did in China, but what the hell was that? But in China, we were 20 seconds down after one sector, and then we only lost like 5 seconds afterwards. And that's that corner I was speaking of. Almost caught us out. Again, we gave this car a bit of a whack. So we might have to repair it for Mount Rainier, but that was pretty good round China after that first section, where we lost 20 seconds. It was only like 5 seconds for the rest of the way, so at least that's encouraging. Unfortunately, we made quite a few mistakes in that first sector, and a bit cautious as well. Definitely repair these Romanian roads and Mount Rainier as well. Again, that's a mixture of quick and fast we've already seen multiple times. China's got its fast, flat-out sections, but it's mostly twisting, tight and technical. Not the biggest fan those hill climbs or circuits. Interestingly, in that section where the Paris lost time, yeah, we spun, but we still would have lost time. Norma's kept up. So we're just over halfway through. This really does fly by as well, this drive. Because there's always something to look out for. Or look at as well. Got some beautiful driving roads here. That was a bit tight. Again, I thought I got over that after China. Well, we steered too much and then they keep steering out of corners. Again, a bit too early in the steering there. I think we're alternating between first and second at the moment. It's like that's our busy gears at the moment. Like in that Mini in Japan, the busy gear was third. We're always switching between second, third, sometimes first as well because he had some tight hairpins. But this at the moment through the corners, it's first or second. So we're just 2 seconds up. Oh, it's that section I'm thinking of then. So you do lose around 5 seconds. Again, the pads might have been better actually through there. That's why, as I said, really difficult to judge when to brake, how fast we're going in that thing. This Norma feels a bit more alive, a bit more like a race car. As it really pops now. Shouldn't have braked there, should have just kept it flat out. Oh, look at that suction for that corner. Went with the camber and picked it up beautifully. I'll take the late apex there. So now it should be getting easier. These final 30 odd minutes, or 30 seconds should I say, 30 minutes, good. Not sure because if I'm doing this for 30 minutes. And I was saying that, episode's going to be roughly 30 minutes long, isn't it? Actually, it should be a bit shorter. Depends if we do another event. Because this only takes 5 days and we've got 7 days till payday. As you do win by 8 seconds. That's more like it. I've seen the damage is done for the championship after China, but we're up to 5th. We could maybe hunt down a podium in America. Should we fully repair this thing? It's only $366. I'm surprised the bodywork's only at 59. I thought it would be much lower than that, probably like 10. And it is raining here in America. Has it got 606 to beat? 0.5. So no doubt we do need new tyres, need to repair this thing. As we're going the other way of where we did previously. So this will be interesting. See if any of these corners are much faster or slower. Feel a bit tighter as well. You had corners that went on forever going the other way, so it'll be interesting to see if they feel much shorter going this way. Get out of here, cones. You don't tell us where to go. I love this first section, so flat out. Let's get up to 5th going over the bridge. Get out of here, stop sign as well. We don't stop for anything. Go flat out through the right. So flat out everywhere. Don't say I've gone below 4th gear either. All the corners are so quick. Plus we've got so much downforce with that huge wing. The body shape of course basically being a prototype car. We can just trust this thing, even in these conditions where we don't really feel in the wet, unfortunately. So we're 4.7 down. I don't know how, because we've been virtually flat out the whole way. Didn't even need to lift there, I could have just been flat out on this thing. Maybe it doesn't like being in top gear. Maybe it's one of those cars where we haven't quite got the gearing right. And that's why you don't try and cut any corners with this thing. Again, steered in too early. Keep forgetting how responsive this thing is. Well, this feels like a roller coaster so far. Barely slowing down. All we've got is our arms in the air. But we just don't care. We're over 2 minutes. That's insane. But yeah, it's a shame that we're not really feeling any downside to it being wet. It just feels visual. Again, it might feel different in other cars, but because this thing's got, as I said, unlimited amounts of downforce, it feels like, as we're 9 seconds off the pace. All we need to do to this thing is upgrade it to the level of Mitsubishi, BMW, the Suzuki, and no doubt it'll be winning these things by like seconds. But you can see how committed we can be into all of these corners. Actually went down a third gear for once here for like the second time this lap. And we're still 9 seconds down. Around 15 seconds down. You know, it's a bit frustrating. But I'm just enjoying driving this thing. Can't imagine what it felt like for Demar and his runs. Maybe it wasn't quite like this, as we're ready for a bit more of an arcade game. As you no doubt seen with the damage model as well in this episode. Like, this thing should have been broken like 10 times already. Whereas it is fully repaired, still motoring along at high velocity, like nothing's happened. It's for 25 seconds down, what the hell? We made one mistake, and that apparently cost us 15 seconds. Again, this thing just doesn't have the performance, unfortunately. But when there is a championship, we'll definitely try and upgrade this. I think I want to drive this more than anything else, even over the Mitsubishi, over the Suzuki as well. Just because of how planted this thing is. I can't imagine what it would be like with an engine upgrade, with chassis, with brakes, all of the upgrades like we did to that Citroen Zara last time. Definitely got to try that out in the next rally as well, see how different the Zara feels. So apparently we've got, well, a minute and a half there, because we're half a minute down. And this is when this course really opens up as well, in the summer. So 23.5 down, so we actually gained some time in that sector. And when I say opens up, I mean it's just a return to the beginning of the lap. So you reach the summit. A bit like Pikes Peak, actually. So you go into the hairpin, which felt like it lasted forever on the way down, but on this occasion, felt like nothing at all. So we've got the very quick blind corners here. Just got to trust the car, do not lift. As that was a bit straighter than I remember. Oh, it's this corner I'm thinking of. Where it S slightly. You can see the line in front. We actually have gained time in this last section. Just too little too late for us, unfortunately. Gained around 10 seconds in that last spot. Finished 5th. That's not too good, unfortunately. But still not too far off the pace, considering, as I said, it's our weakest Ilcon car, technically. So in the end, we finished, actually got to 4th. We just missed out on the podium by 11 points. You know, so close, as 50 points is the winner for Peters. Still decent. As I say, kind of mini championship event thing has a double amount of credits, and that is the end of the week apparently. Did not do the previous payday. Oh no, we had 1 day left, didn't we? I'm being an idiot. So let's actually see what we can recruit. So an engineer level 15. No, we're not taking you. Head engineer level 15, level 15, level 16 agent. Will reduce the fees for participating in big events even more. No, that is not going to help us. We actually want just big events. as there's lots in America you could take part in, as you could do the Extreme Corner, rallying, buggying, you could do everything, V-Rally Cross. Then you've got the hill climb in Romania, Mount Rainier in China again, we could do next time. Hill climb in China and then V-Rally Cross in China as well. But we'll decide what we do next time. Actually, let's just check in case we get any contracts. Doesn't look like we have. Financial report. Balance negative 272,000. That's not looking good then, as we'll see what we do next time. But I hope you enjoyed our run in the Norma, a car which I very much like. We just need to upgrade to make it a bit more competitive. But thanks for watching. I'll see you then.